that part of the zone.
And to be clear, the residents were not complaining about law enforcement or about, they weren't complaining about you. They were complaining about their landlords. They were saying that they've made complaints to the owners of the building that this guy had been squatting there for a while and the landlord didn't do anything. Maybe, Mayor, you can speak to this? I mean,
Sure.
they're saying the city needed to do more just with the landlord to acknowledge their complaints and try to force the landlord to secure the building better.
Right, if people made complaints about the landlord, they should have made complaints to code enforcement, and code enforcement takes care of violations of the building. They don't take care of people who may be squatting, if that's the case. But we have no reports at all, zero, about anybody squatting in that building, not one. So if you have those people, as the prosecutor said, be glad to have a conversation with them.
Mr. Stevens, any further indication of
I don't want to be a jerk. I don't want to be like act like I don't believe it. But why do you think Pat Council part of it?
Just by the way he handles situations. We've had several meetings with Pat Council a couple of times, and still nothing been done. We're still complaining about the same situations. The same situations. We just had a meeting with Pat Council on the 23rd over here, and we're telling them that this was going to come to this.
Fuck the managers.
Only thing they took out of that whole meeting was we got clean lobby floors and we got Christmas lights in the lobby.
Y'all was telling them that people were sleeping in the laundry room too?
We told them coming through that door right there, the little broken side door. We've been telling them that. We had homeless people sleeping in the lobby.
So you done told the council people with everything?
They know that.
They know.
That's
If you go in the
malfeasance,
hallway,
man.
it's pictures that they had a meeting across the street.
Yeah, we had
to here with me today. As everyone's seen, I'm pretty sure if you didn't see, if you didn't know, because it's been all over the news, Kendall Howard is actually my daughter's child's father. You understand? So there's two sides to every story. There's the side that the news is telling that they want the world to know, and then there's the actual side of what's going on. Now let me get into the story. First of all, before I get into any story, because I know that's what y'all here for, I ask for y'all to definitely be sensitive to my daughter's feelings. Because there's some people that's reaching out because they care, and there's some people that's reaching out because they're nosy. I'd rather the people that reach out because they care leave a couple of words and keep it moving. Anything else is unneeded right now, honestly. Now, into the situation. Kendall Howard is not somebody that just woke up one day and decided to just go shoot 2 New Jersey police officers. That's not the way the cookie crumbled. No, this man has been dealing with mental illness, the same thing I talked about for months. Is this something that we're just throwing out there? No. This is something that's documented. This is something that he's been taking medication for. And for months, his mother went into Newark Police Department to get help for the same person that they dragged out of that building with no pants on, as if he's an animal. Am I upset? Yes, I am. Because when it comes down to people, they try to paint this picture like they playing hero to someone that, tried to hurt one of their own. But it took for one of their own to get hurt. Because when his mother went down there and asked for their help because she seen that her son needed help, did they help her? No. They disregarded what it was that she was telling them. They actually told this lady that something serious had to happen in order for them to be able to put him into any type of, psych help or mental illness help facility. They told, is this tragic enough? Is this serious enough? If it was my daughter that would have got hurt, if it was his mother that would have got hurt, would y'all still have been dragging him out with no pants on? Or would y'all been telling another story about somebody that got shot and then threw his mental illness up out there? This is somebody that was somebody's father. This is somebody that was somebody's son. This is not somebody that just woke up and said, you know what? I got something against the police department and I'm going to shoot nobody. If you look at that man in that picture, you can tell he's not himself. For those that know him, you can tell. For those that don't, I'm going to put pictures in this video so you can see, and I will make sure you be able to tell. It won't be a situation where they just paint a picture of another black man going wild on TV. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to paint the picture of him being a human being that was actually suffering from a disease that a lot of people are suffering from out here. And 9 times out of 10, the situations end like this before they get help. At the end of the day, it's sad. It's 2022, and when it comes far as outlets and people getting help, it's very minimal. It's very minimal. Mental illness is something that's swept under the rug. I didn't hear not one time in one of those police reports did they say, we're looking for a 30-year-old male, Kendall Howard, that suffers from mental illness. So if you see him, we're trying to capture him so you and him can be safe. They made it seem like, oh, he's an armed suspect running on the loose. No, y'all really had SWAT. I didn't see no ambulance. I didn't see nobody with no white coats. I didn't see nobody trying to be on the news on some Mr. Howard. We're here to help. Oh, your officers got popped in the face. My bad. My bad. Because you're not going to just be walking up on nobody in 2022 with mental illness and think that you're going to get a normal person's response. It's impossible. Ask him questions about what? First of all, he's diagnosed with schizophrenia. So anybody that knows what schizophrenia is, if you don't, Google can be your best friend. Look it up while I'm talking through this video. Okay? Schizophrenia. What is that? You hear voices. You see things that's not there. You are agitated and irritated 23 hours of the day because you are in fear. You feel like people are after you. You don't know who is. A man don't just go from loving people to waking up and not even being able to identify those same people. This man cannot even hold a straightforward conversation right now. Y'all was fist pumping, bringing, hooray, hooray. We got one. No, y'all didn't. What y'all pop